Welcome to Estero Today, produced by Engage Estero. I'm your host, Mike Wasson, and today I have the pleasure of being at Estero High School and a chance to visit with the Principal Jennifer Seluk, who's joined us before on our podcast, and we're so pleased to have you back.
Thank you so much. It's a treat. I love it.
Great.
Yeah.
And we're here now. The students have gone home for the year, or they've gone off to summer jobs. But Jennifer or Jen is here hard at work.
Yeah.
Her work is just beginning for next year.
This is really the real work happens. Once the students go home, it's time to enjoy. The teachers take a break, recharge, rejuvenate. And now this work happens where the master schedule comes into play. The planning is happening, the desegregating data and comparing how we did, but how we can continue to improve, search those opportunities, and then roll it out in August.
Roll it out in August. So
Yeah.
How did you do this past year? What are the results? Tell us what you got done in the school year just completed.
I'm very proud of the work that our teachers and students are doing with continued family support and community support, which is great. So within our English language arts programs, we actually grew and increased with a 6% gain with our ELA. So our learning gains increased 6%. So our freshmen and sophomores really knocked it out of the park, and they did a fantastic job. They are continuing to grow with the teaching and learning process happening here at Estero. Our math is a continued focus. We'll share more about that later with work that we have planned. Our continued college and career acceleration academy points. Our CTE, our career and technical education courses, are electives that we continue to grow here and expand at Estero, really increased. We added a Barry University dual enrollment course as well, and that provided opportunity for our numbers to increase 66% to 92%. Yeah, so we really are moving in the right direction here at Estero High School, striving for that continued A status of a school grade, but more importantly, creating the opportunities of involvement, are increasing 30% within the marching band, as well as continued numbers increasing close to doubling within our JRTC unit with cadets. So,
well, you know, the JRTC program got a big push with the tower. I have to talk about the tower this past year. Tell us about that.
Phenomenal district support having that tower built in support of our JRTC program. And I do believe that that is adding value to increase student count wanting to be a part of that program. The tower, we had a grand opening ceremony, and we did have rappelling and zip lining occurring that day when we had our grand opening celebration. The tower offers the opportunity for teamwork and collaboration amongst our cadets, but our teachers have been invited out as well and have taken part in some after school activities, which is a phenomenal support piece within our program here. So not just students being involved in taking action, but our teachers as well. And our students love seeing our teachers out there. So we offer zip lining, rock climbing, and rappelling, as well as used as more of a boot camp training method too.
If you haven't been past Estero High School this recent year, drive down River Ranch Road and take a look at the tower. It is a wonderful addition. And I was at the grand opening, and I got to say the enthusiasm by the students was wonderful. The band was there for that.
It was
wonderful. So that was a great opportunity.
Thank you for being there.
Yeah. Oh, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. Thank you for all the work you did on that. So that's some of the successes that you had this past year. Tell us what you're planning for next year for the students.
Yeah, so we are moving in the right direction. I'm going to provide another layer of support within math. I do see a layer where our students do continue to come in and struggle with algebra and geometry. So that layer of support, not only providing enrichment activities for our proficient students, which is great, taking math to the next level, but as well as providing opportunities for intervention and potentially double blocking those students just to provide another network and piece of support for them. I do feel like geometry is that one math course within the high school realm that does create challenges, and it comes in 1 year and then you move right out to algebra 2 or higher level maths, whether that be AP pre-calc or AP calc. ACE math skills is another one, but getting through geometry and understanding the procedures and the formulas involved seems to be a real challenge. So we're fine tuning that layer and able to support our students and hoping that we continue to make the gains and increases with data that we're looking for. So
No doubt about it, with
a
everything
focus.
that's
That's
going on in
important.
the technology world today, those are important core learnings that
definitely.
our high school students need. So I'm happy to hear that you're doing that. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Now, you are also continuing to build the program with regard to the band.
We are.
And the band has been doing some stuff in the
Yes, sir.
community. Tell us about some of
Yeah.
the things the band has done in the community and how you hope to continue to work to improve the band.
Thank you for bringing that up. Mr. Burrows is such a wonderful addition that we have here. Our marching band is continuing to grow with student involvement, and we have increased about 30% of
Wow.
student involvement within that area. Our jazz band continues to increase in student count. And so the main goal is to continue to find showcasing opportunities for our students. So really getting out there and being invited for grand opening ceremonies. If there's an event occurring where our band or our jazz band would love to come out and support community at events, that layer of music and how they continue to evolve as a unit. Mr. Burrows is working wonders and just making magic happen.
Great addition.
Very much
I've
so.
heard them play a couple times and they're wonderful.
They
So
are.
that is important addition.
It is. It is. It was nice being invited to that Walmart grand opening feature.
Mhm.
And Walmart, we're so thankful for our community support. They did a kickback grant for $3,000 to support our band.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
very much so. So just seeing that full circle layer of support where we want to be present and they give a kickback to continue to be able to buy instruments for our students,
Mhm.
that creates that layer of growth.
Sure.
So, yeah.
You've done a lot with the community. You introduced some other local community people who wanted to get involved, and
Yes,
they
sir.
came and gave a lot of volunteering time and effort, entrepreneurship, and
Yes,
maybe
sir.
you could talk a little bit about that
Yeah,
program.
yeah.
Not only so much as what you did last year, but I'm sure you're going to continue that effort.
We are. We're continuing to expand. We showcased a fierce event focused on female leadership. We also focused a male event focused on male leadership called Grit,
Mhm.
and had a tremendous amount of business partners, owners, managers, CEOs that came in and spoke to our students within both of those events.
Wonderful.
And, I think that creating a level of interpersonal skills, entrepreneurship, what it takes to actually run a business and not just a successful business, but
Mhm.
what was the layer of struggle, and then what was the layer of skilled workmanship, basically that vision. They have to be innovators at some point
Sure.
to make sure that their business goes next level. So having guest speakers be able to come in and speak to our students definitely expands.
Makes it real world.
It really does. It expands the teaching and learning process with them, and it's not remote book or computer work. It takes learning to the next level.
And I think students and parents are beginning to realize that, because what's your enrollment? What'd you finish the year out? And what was the graduation rate?
It's so wonderful to be considered that chosen school. So we're sitting at 1555. We graduated our senior class with 371 students with a 99% grad rate.
Wow, 99%. That's
Phenomenal
wonderful.
class of 2026 cohort. I applaud you and bid you farewell, but hope that you come back and visit. But our class of 2027, the challenge is on. So we're looking at 2026, 2027 enrollment from 1555 last year to 1660 this year.
Wow.
1,660 students walking in this building. I welcome every single one of them. And we have a wait list right now of 23 students. So really becoming a neighborhood school.
Students and parents are beginning to realize they want to come to
Very much
Estero
so.
and get a good education.
Very much so. I really appreciate the parents' support,
That's
the
great.
community support involved. It makes this place a better place.
Wonderful. And of course, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the sporting programs that you have. We have a
Yes,
new
sir.
sporting field that came on board last
The
year.
Village of Estero is really taking good care of us. So, that avenue of what is happening in our backyard becomes a star on the map and a showcase piece amongst many students that want to come out and participate in our increased student involvement.
Mhm.
I truly believe is because of the athletics that we have here.
Yes, and that was a good addition.
Very much so.
Well, thank you very much, Jennifer. You got a lot going on.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a busy place. Even during summer, it's still very busy.
We appreciate you taking time off your busy day.
Thank
We
you.
know this is your busy planning part of the year, so thank you for joining us on Estero
I
today.
appreciate it.
And thank you for all the good work with our students, and thank your staff and your teachers that continue to be committed to helping the Estero youth be better citizens in the future.
They are.
We do appreciate that work.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us today at Estero today. We hope that you have found the information interesting and helpful. If so, please like this video and click on the button below the bell icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We encourage you to share this podcast with your friends, and also let us know if there's other podcast subjects that you'd like to hear from us. We certainly are interested in hearing, and you can contact us at our email address, which is info@esterotoday.com. That's info, I-N-F-O, @esterotoday.com. You can also find some of the information and some articles that we've done for Jennifer, and there's a website.
Yes,
What's a good website to see?
est.leeschools.
est.leeschools. You can learn more, and I'm sure we'll be back to visit with you in the fall,
Awesome.
Jennifer, to get an update on how things are going.
Can't
And
wait.
to recognize some of the other student programs that you're working on.
Thank you, sir.
So, produced by Engage Estero, this is your host, Mike Wasson, saying thank you for joining us, wishing you a good week, and we hope that you can join us again next week for another informational packed Estero Today podcast.